Enron was once the darling of Wall Street, a company so innovative, so ambitious, that it was hailed as the future of American business. Its executives graced magazine covers, its stock soared, and its name became synonymous with success. But behind the scenes, Enron was hiding a secret so explosive that when it finally came to light, it would destroy billions in wealth, shatter lives, and change the way America does business forever. This is the story of the rise and fall of Enron, America's biggest corporate scandal. Enron's story began in Houston, Texas, in 1985, when two pipeline companies merged to form a new energy giant. Under the leadership of CEO Kenneth Lay, Enron quickly transformed itself from a traditional gas company into a high-flying energy trader. The company's real genius was in reinventing the way energy was bought and sold. Enron created new markets for electricity, natural gas, and even internet bandwidth, using complex financial contracts called derivatives. Wall Street loved it. Enron's revenues skyrocketed, and its stock price followed. But the real magic trick was happening in the accounting department. Enron's executives, led by CFO Andrew Fastow and President Jeff Skilling, developed a web of off-balance sheet partnerships and shell companies. These entities were used to hide debt, inflate profits, and keep the stock price climbing. The company reported record earnings quarter after quarter, and investors couldn't get enough. Enron was named America's Most Innovative Company by Fortune magazine 6 years in a row. Contrast this with what was really happening behind closed doors. Enron's profits were largely an illusion, propped up by creative accounting and outright fraud. The company was borrowing billions, hiding losses, and making deals with itself to create the appearance of growth. Employees were encouraged to take risks, bend the rules, and chase short-term gains at any cost. The culture was toxic, driven by greed, arrogance, and a belief that Enron was untouchable. The warning signs were there, but few wanted to see them. Analysts who questioned Enron's numbers were dismissed or ignored. Auditors at Andersen, one of the world's top accounting firms, looked the other way. Regulators failed to act. The stock market, blinded by Enron's dazzling growth, kept bidding the price higher. But in late 2001, the house of cards began to collapse. A series of investigative reports by journalists and short sellers exposed the truth about Enron's finances. The company's stock plummeted from over $90 to less than $1 in a matter of weeks. Investors lost billions. Employees lost their jobs, their savings, and their pensions. The company filed for bankruptcy, the largest in American history at the time. The fallout was swift and brutal. Congressional hearings revealed the extent of the fraud. Top executives were indicted, tried, and sent to prison. Andersen, Enron's auditor, was convicted of obstruction of justice and went out of business, taking thousands of jobs with it. The scandal shattered public trust in corporate America and led to sweeping reforms, including the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which imposed stricter rules on accounting, auditing, and corporate governance. But the lessons of Enron go far beyond accounting. The scandal exposed the dangers of unchecked ambition, the perils of a win-at-all-costs culture, and the risks of putting profits above ethics. It showed how easy it is for smart people to rationalize bad behavior, and how hard it is to speak up when everyone else is looking the other way. Contrast Enron's fate with companies that survived by putting integrity first. The best businesses know that trust is their most valuable asset. They build cultures of transparency, accountability, and long-term thinking. They reward honesty, not just results. And when mistakes happen, they own up to them and make things right. So, what can you learn from the rise and fall of Enron? First, always question the numbers. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't be afraid to dig deeper, ask tough questions, and challenge the consensus. Second, remember that culture matters. The values you reward will shape the behavior of your team, your company, and your own decisions. Third, never sacrifice integrity for short-term gain. The cost of cutting corners is always higher than it seems. Enron's story is a cautionary tale, but it's also a call to action. In a world where pressure to perform is higher than ever, the temptation to bend the rules is real. But the true measure of success isn't to just what you achieve it, how you achieve it. If you found this story eye-opening or learned something new, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who cares about business ethics, and subscribe to the channel for more insights into the world of money and history. Your support helps us bring you the stories and strategies that can make a real difference in your financial journey. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And let us know in the comments what you think is the biggest lesson from Enron's collapse. Thanks for watching, and remember, in business and in life, trust is everything.